Hi, welcome to Spiritual Diamond. So I hope you guys are doing well. And we are going to do a love reading today on this channel, especially for Valentine's Day. So this is going to be a Valentine's Day special reading for you all. And I hope you guys are enjoying your Valentine's Day. And for those of you that are looking for love, I hope that you find love in the most bestest ways for you, and that you get what you want when it comes to good karma in love and relationships. Okay, so let's get into this reading, shall we? This is going to be a reading for the collective, so you can check out information in your birth chart if you want to, but you don't have to. In this reading, it's going to be for the collective, so if it resonates with you, it resonates with you, and I will try and go over some of the star signs individually towards the ending of the reading, so that you can get clarity a bit better about what's going on in your own personal star sign. Okay, so do look out for the new readings I'm going to put out next for the individual star signs as well. And yeah, I hope you guys have a blessed weekend. So let's get on with it. So, Spirit, what's going on for Valentine's Day for the collective? All star signs. Okay, I'm hearing it's very beautiful energy. Very beautiful energy. We are starting off with the Empress card. So we've got the Empress card here. Okay, the female energy is yearning and wanting more time and attention. She is brewing for excitement and wants to know that she has spent time looked into and loved. It does say she wonders whether or not she wants to see you in your mind about it. She does like you and wants to know if she can pretend or have karma come into her mind about good things that she wants. She knows she wants love and she's going to get it. Many times over, females right now are going to have good karma in their mind about love. Love's sake is there, and it does say blessings could come or evil could come. So mind you, either way, you are good. You just have to warn yourself that your mind may tell you off at times if your lover doesn't want to come forward with gifts or romanticism, or even romantic gestures or cards or gifts like the way he used to. He's bothered. He could be under a nerdy mindset, or even traced back to a time where he's bothered. He could be under the flu or even having a problem with his mind. He could be getting jabs or injections. It does say he never endingly wants to know that you have time to tell yourself that you have good news. So he's warning you that he could have ideally a good friend or family member to protect him, or never want him to have good karma. It does say many things are going on for the females. Ideally, if you are the Empress, it does say you have to believe that you have good news, and your mind will tell you off that you don't have good news at times, but you do need to know that you are loved. Okay, so sometimes your mind might think, am I loved? But you have to believe that you are loved. Okay, you have to believe that you are loved. All right, so there is some wishes there for a group of people right now, a group of women. Okay, maybe even some men as well, that have got karma coming when it comes to challenges in their love life, but also really good relationships as well, and blessings and karma coming in is good karma with your mind and telling you that you have good news. It does say blessings can come to you regardless, and men will be there to promise you everything you want. You have better news more than anyone. Your trial and error is going to be a very good one. You don't have to worry about people. It does say you have blessings to come to you and have good news overall in your love life. Okay, so there is some good news here. Very, very good news. And overall, I was hoping to have good news, for this beautiful time of the year. Okay, so it does look like there's many people that could be studying at this time as well. And it does say if you see certain people wanting you right now, it does say that you could be selling something, or maybe even gift giving something, or helping someone give someone a gift this year. It does say sometimes you may order things or pack things or even promote things to help that you are able to give gifts to others, or maybe even bless them with wedding ring gifts. 9 times out of 10, you have blessings. So you've given someone a very good gift to give someone. Okay, so you may even have a shop or a store, or maybe have a way of giving people things to help others get, good news when it comes to their love and their love life. Okay, all right, so let's see what else is going on. Anything else for this beautiful time of the year, Valentine's Day? Okay, I hear someone saying, I hear what you're saying and I love you. Okay, it could be a Leo, it doesn't have to be a Leo, or it could be a child, it could be an adult, even, or it could be someone that's just smiling and happy and very aware of, what it is that they have with you. Okay, it does say it's unrequited to break up, and the need to speak to you is very, very communicated. It does say, you bless me with nothing but good fortune. I know that you want me. And it does say, no one says that you haven't got me. I've got you. I love you. And I know that I love you because I've always told you this. When have you told yourself that you never got anything? I always bless you with good karma, with good cars, with good money, with good, cute kids, with cute, happy families, with all this blessings. You've got very, very good news. Okay, so your lover loves you. Okay, many of you, your lover loves you, especially if you have given them a family. If you know they've provided over the years and showed you, their love language, being part of it is not just physical touch, not just word of affirmation. It could also be, it could also be gift giving, like receiving nice things. Even, just being taken care of, pampered, Um, but it's beautiful. Overall, you've had to probably receive majority of the love languages, to help the relationship to blossom and grow. Okay, so if you have been receiving, physical touch, if you have been receiving word of affirmation, if you have been receiving, generosity, good gestures, okay, good communication, good, overall love and protection, you know, all those good things are, going to be helpful to the relationship prospering and thriving. And it does sound like your partner really has witnessed things that have come to them in that way as well, where you have provided a good, stable foundation for them to look at you and say, I love you, and really bless you and want you to feel good about the times that you spent together. It does say all year you have been dreaming about this day, and I want to know that you do remember me. I really remember you. You do know that I love you, and I can't harm my head to think about why I left you. I do desire you, and I want to know where you are. So some of you guys are not with your person anymore, or you're not with maybe an ex anymore, and this person, really harmed their head to think of, where you are and what you're up to, and maybe still holding a torch for you, still dreaming about you, still wanting you in certain ways, or just still admiring you from a distance. Okay, yeah, and this person's got a bit of hatred in them, where they, they hate themselves, or they hate the way things are now, because maybe they're the one that closed the door on the relationship. Okay, all right, so let's see what else is going on for your love life. Your love life. Some of you guys could be dealing with a Libra as well. I can hear Libra, energy coming out very strong in this reading. And then I'm hearing, I do want wonderful things to come to you, water sign females. Males have not been blessing you, and it does say many of them have been giving you a lot more time in your mind to think of, but nowhere near as much as you deserve. Cost is very, very costly, and prepare yourself. It does say only wedding plans could be on the way, or next year you'll have blessed news with your mind and your marriages. So blessed news with your mind and your marriages, okay? So you will have better news in the new year with your mind and your marriages. Okay. I'm also hearing a bit of secret affairs. Maybe, there's a few people that could be sleeping around. Um, but I'm not hearing it as strong. So it does say some of you really don't want to communicate those men and don't want to communicate the females that have harmed you. You really see who's who, and you don't want to harm yourself by dreaming of things that you can't have. It does say sleepless nights have come to you. At times you don't want to hear yourself. At times you do hear that you are obviously having good karma with your mind. And it does say you bless yourself way too much at times, or stress too much in your mind about things. You would never want to hear that you have problems. And it does say, I know that I've been giving you problems. I know that I wanted to have you in your mind about it, but I can't come to you and give you problems ongoing. So someone could have been giving you problems ongoing. Okay. And this person may not be with you anymore. Okay. Maybe this person may not be even with you at this time if you are seeing this person in a romantic sense. Okay. But this person has been maybe, taking risks elsewhere and not been settling down properly with you. Or maybe this person is not even in your life anymore, and this person's still running around playing the field. Maybe you thought, maybe you still, they still cross your mind. Maybe you still think about them sometimes, or maybe you just crossed their mind, should I say, if it's not you sitting down wondering about them. Okay. And then someone here, or a few people, may hate love. They just don't like the idea. It does say wishes to banish any love or even cause concern for core values to come in, is very much introduced to the mindset of demonic people or demonic spirits. It does say people picking on people to destroy love is very much there, and very poorly judged, but it's very, very, very much there. Okay, so there's a lot of people picking on people as well to destroy their love life, the core values that they have of love. There's people behind the scenes picking on those people that don't want them to have good karma in love. So sad. It does say one or two could be going through this and very nervous. It's time and time again good karma coming to you in your mind about it. It does say many times over, if you see someone going through this, you're mad at yourself about the situation, or very much mad about who you chose as a person to love you. It does say you could be brilliant in your mind about sex, but never good enough for the person that wanted you to see that you was not going to be good enough. And it does say if he does remember you, or if he doesn't, he's going to know that he's not good enough for you. It does say when you war with him, he wars with you, and he may not like it, but he's warring with you. And he may not speak to you, but he's judging you. He may not see you as a good family member, or even a personal traitor. To him is a frenemy that keeps drug using in their mind, or even telling the person or the spouse behind the scenes that this person has negative vibes about them that they don't have. And they need to speak about why they keep picking on the next door neighbors or even friends or family members. It does say studying this is going to be deeper than what you know. It does say many times over, people keep picking on people through their spouse. And mind you, even if the neighbors don't want to hear it, they keep picking on their family members. Okay, so sometimes even you may have a neighbor that could be picking on you. Maybe there's a nosy neighbor, or a neighbor that's very lonely, or feels like they have everything, or just don't like you for whatever reason, but they keep picking on you, or maybe even picking on your family members, even children they pick on mentally, and it's sad. It does say you have boredom in your mind to pick on a child. Enemies can be there, and it doesn't say why enemies could be picking on a child. The child may not even need to be picked on, but the mad woman is always picking on a child. So there could be a mad woman that's picking on a child. She could be an ex-lover. She doesn't necessarily have to be an ex-lover. She could just be someone that just doesn't like you and doesn't want to see you happy. Okay, whether this is a family member, whether this is a enemy, like a person that just doesn't like you and you know them, you know who they are, or even if it's someone that doesn't really know you personally and you don't really know them personally, but they know you're there through someone else that they may not like and want to pick on you. You could be the child of someone, so to speak. You see what I'm saying? Maybe your mother or your father know who this person is, you know. So Yeah, and it could just be someone that lives next door or lives above or lives below you in some type of way. Okay, so let's see what else is going on for your love life. Okay, I had to cut the deck there because the cards didn't want to come out. I do see a King of Cups kind of holding back though. Someone's holding back their feelings, struggling to come forward with a message. Okay, and it does say, "Are you aware that you are mine? Are you aware that you are mine? I know that you're there. Are you aware that you are mine?" So someone's behind the scenes, wanting to know that you're there. They could be panting behind the scenes, wanting, still yearning for you, still wanting you in some way, or wanting you to be aware in some way that they're holding on to your spirit, holding on to your essence still. Okay, this is a mindset though, and it does say people protect themselves from mad um attributes in their mind as well, about things that they don't want to know, but they will participate in an energy when it comes to it, even if it's a mental health disorder. It does say you wonder why I wanted to pick on you. You don't have to speak, but you could have karma in the next year or two if you don't pay a bill. Okay, so some people as well are sitting down yearning for people, like, I'm in love with going to get this person because I need to conquer this for my job, or it could just be a passion to sit down and prey on people, whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. In this situation, it doesn't sound very good. It does say a judgmental attribute of someone that doesn't want to see you, wants to harm you. And it does say someone doesn't want to pick on you, but loves seeing you in a blessed way at the same time, too. Wouldn't want to know that you're married or harmed, wouldn't want to hurt you, but does pick on you at times with police or carers or mental health, and troubles you with mind games. It does say mental health people are picked on anywhere they go, and they try to warn themselves not to speak. But it does say mental health people are there. And even if you don't see them, they are there. Okay. Um, I also see, jealous energy as well. I'm also seeing Gemini energy here. I do see Pisces energy as well. I see air sign energy as well. That could be Libra, Aquarius. Um, I'm also hearing Taurus as well. I'm also hearing something to do with loyalties or the law. Okay. It does say many times over people are printing out cause for concern to hear where you are, what you're doing, and what you're wearing, and who you're with, and how do you work on yourself in good ways. It doesn't say why, but communication failure is a very good answer to you. It does say blessings can come when I see myself pick on you. So someone is like, you know, preying on your downfall, wanting to pick on you, pick on you, pick on you, pick on you, pick on you as well, which is not nice. But anyway, let's move past the energy. Let's try to keep it, as pleasant as possible, because we want some good news as much as you might, need to hear what else is going on around you. We want some good news for this Valentine. So, anything else for Valentine's? Doesn't say where you're going or what you're doing, but it also says you may feel like spontaneously gifting someone or going out. You may even go out with your friends and your family members. At times you want to go restaurants, or maybe even see blessed energy come to you. At times you feel like you want to go out and have fun. It does say you may have ordered in or you may have takeaway. You may even stay in, and it does say sometimes you may go out. It does say ideally you may not want to do anything until you have justified that you are going out. So some of you may not even want to go out, but maybe you have to kind of think, do I want to go out or do I not want to go out, for some of you guys? Okay. It does say, I know I'm going out and I do know that I want to take you out. So someone could want to take you out. Okay. Some of you guys know you're going out. Okay. Some of you guys don't know what to wear or how to do your hair, but you're going out. It does say some of you guys will be going to the theatre. Some of you guys will be going to the movies. Some of you guys will be going out to eat. Some of you guys will be going to see a show. Some of you guys will be dancing, taking out the kids, maybe even shopping, maybe even getting your hair done, or even fancy nails have been on the way. It does say many times over you are giving yourself good karma and men are happy to help you. Ooh, very nice. Very, very nice. It does say some of you guys are getting good karma with your minds as men. You don't want to hear that there's true love or feelings at times, but at times you really want to hear it and you do not care about what anyone thinks. You have cried enough in your mind and you've told yourself that you gave yourself good news with this. You know that you want a man that's going to help you, and I know that I could help you. I don't want to harm you. I do care about you, so I'm going to see you one day and judge you no more, okay? So there is someone here that really wants you. And it does say, I do look for you everywhere I go. I wonder where you are. You're my girlfriend. I know this. I can feel it. My mind tells me off. I can't hear her, but I know she's there. I want to nurture her love. I want to see her. I want to bless her. I want to feel her. I want to sex her. I want to dine her. I want to mind game her. At times when I feel like I'm not getting my way, but at times I don't want to pick on her. I realize I can't harm my female. She's not going to be harmed. She's my princess, my lover, my five-mindedness. I'm scared. At times I don't know if I can get to her, but I know that I want her and I want to be with her. Okay. So, bit of a fighting force. There is someone on their way to you for some of you guys that don't have a lover. And, you know, this person's dreaming and wishing of you and wanting you and wanting to feel your embrace and wanting to be around you, wanting to, you know, feel your energy and, you know, wanting to be there for you. Okay. It does say you would rather not see yourself in that way at times, or you do. You just know there's a fighting force, and it does say men do know that they're fighting right now against legalities or problems in their mind. At times they don't want to trouble you, but if you have children or time off in your mind to think of, take care of them. They don't want to fight, but they're under scrutiny or burdens or really evicted in their mind about things that they don't want to hear. Some of them really push themselves away from problems like love. At times they really scrutinize love and maybe hear themselves tell themselves off about love, but they don't want to hear bad news is there. They constantly wonder where love is going and how to communicate this. Where can they go with this energy and how do they see the future with their lover? Okay. I don't want to hear you're scared of me. I don't want to hear you're mad at me. I don't want to hear that you're off the chart. I know that I could communicate with you and bring you great news. I just don't want to worry you. I don't want to hear that you're mad at me, sad at me. I don't want to hear that you're brewing with envy, jealousy, or even mind games. I just don't want to hear that you're under attack. I know that I've harmed you and I can't help it. I just need to know how to solve the problem. Okay? And there's a lot of men saying this to themselves or thinking about how they can solve their problems, even if they're still a bit mischievous. Yeah, even if they're still being a little bit mischievous while they're trying to figure it out. Okay, even if they're still getting on your nerves. As you try to say, all right, I'm going to meet a new person today, and you know, I wonder what he's like. And then he's still kind of acting like the last one. Yeah, because they're all going under scrutiny. They're all going under, you know, they're all going under some type of scrutiny by the universe, by God. Okay, they're all under scrutiny by God right now, so they're trying to figure it out. If you noticed as well, it is quiet out here when it comes to, you know, conquering new relationships. You know, it's very quiet. It does have more challenges right now trying to get new relationships than it had done in the last, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 years. Mm-hmm. And it's not to say you can't get one. Sometimes people might even take on more than they've asked for, or maybe they have found a way to just, you know, find a humble side to them to just say, you know what, I don't see anything wrong with my person. He is a bit aggravated. He is a bit this. He is a bit that. But for some people that just can't take all of that aggravation, because some people can tolerate a lot. You know, it's all about what you can tolerate at the same time too. And some people can really tolerate a lot, whereas some people just can't tolerate as much as, you know, Sheila down the road. Okay, what Sheila down the road can tolerate, maybe Karen can't, you know, so to speak. So it just depends on the individual person. So let's see what else is going on. Some of you guys could be boring your parents. Maybe your parents want to hear that you've got love. It does say your family heirlooms are there, and it does say someone wants to break you down and caution you with bad news about your mind. It does say someone here doesn't want to see you in a bad way, but they will break you down until they kill off your existence in your mind about something. They want you to let go of something, like almost like you shouldn't think about something anymore, you know. It does say many times over someone is picking on you, brainwashing you, and mindfully speaking trying to harm your existence. It does say if he doesn't stop, he's going to break up with his mind. He's going to pick on you many times over, but he does know that he's certainly going to pick on you again and again. Someone is picking on someone here. I do feel that negative energy, but I also see that if you are married to a man that has problems with his mind, he's got a father that is borrowing time of his and is mad at the problems that he's going through. It does say childishness is there with you children. I wouldn't want to know that you're always in love. I know that I have problems with you or your mother. I don't want to know that I have problems with you, but you always go through problems like me. And I want to know you have problems, but I don't want to hear you've got good karma with your love life. And at times I do. I just don't know if it's going to work out for you, like I had problems with your mind or your mother's. It does say a friend or a sibling could be there to help you. And many times over, your friends and your siblings are there helping you. Even your sibling has told you or spoken to you about problems and may not have shared enough about the problems that they face or haven't faced with you or your time in their mind about their problems. It does say you want to know what's going on with them and they want to know what's going on with you in regards to your mind and your love life. Okay. And then it does say, hi, I want to court you. So someone wants to court you. Someone is, releasing themselves from negative mental health and ideally structuring their mind with caution of the wind. It does say frenemies are there provoking you or picking on you. At times you have frenemies that don't want to see you happy or win. They are bored. It does say many times over they're bored in their love lives as they don't have good karma with their love and don't want to see you successful with yours. So you've got some haters. Mm, got some haters. You will see blessings come with most of them haters, but I know that I don't want to see you have good news. I've seen you have good news and I didn't like it, so I don't want to see it again. You see? This is an air sign person or someone that's cold. And it could be because this person has someone that's holding back feelings of being cold to them. Okay? This could even be parents of yours, okay, that don't want to see you have good karma because they don't have good karma with each other. All right? They don't have good karma with each other. So they don't want to know you have good karma, or especially the female, because the man, I don't really see him saying much. He feels like leaving it out and making an offer with some options here and wishing for some ideas to move forward with, which could be just, another female. It could be sex related situations, or making sure that he's good and constantly good all the time. But as for the woman, she's not happy and she doesn't want to see you happy at all. Now, that's not for all of you, but there could be some people going through this, okay? It does say some of you are going through great news with your family, and you do have blessings that are coming in with them, trying to help you feel all the amazing feelings that you go through when you feel in love. It does say your mind is telling you off that you should always make sure you see a blessed union with a family and always want to see a blessed union with a family. At times, you wouldn't want to hear that people are going through attacks or bad news. You wouldn't want to hear the bad news. You just know that you need to see blessings come with your family constantly. And it does provide you great news with your father's side of family or even a mother's side of family. At times, even you in yourself, you have great news to see your wonderful marriage take off in certain heights. And communication is going to be best known when you're open to the mind of it. Okay? So when you're open-minded about it and when your spouse is open-minded about it, you don't have very good communication, very good love life. You sort things out. It does say you have time to see things in a great way, and you always do, and you bless yourself and you give yourself that and you warn yourself that it's coming. You have to see that it's going to work out. And it does say many times over, you've seen that you're not giving yourself time to let go, but you'll see yourself let go of something that you didn't want. Maybe a childishness or a burden inside you, or maybe even building a bridge with a partner. You'd have to let go of something he did or said. He never let go of anything. He wonders why he's always moody at times, but he does know he's situated in his mind about things that he doesn't want to let go of. And at times he really cares for you, so he won't carry the burden too much, but he may bore you around this time if he's not speaking to you or giving you good news about your clever money that came and it didn't come, or a gift maybe, or even something that you wanted and you didn't receive. At times you may have been given something you didn't want, and sometimes you do get a lot of money or good things that you do want. So it does say that you mostly see that you have blessed news. You consciously believe that you have good karma with your man. He may not feel as adequate to what it is that you want, but at times he will build a bridge to say, I fancy you and I love you, I care for you, and that's all that matters is you. Okay, so let's see what's going on with um, the star signs individually. So let's see what's going on with Aries. Aries this month for Valentine's. What's going on with Aries? Valentine's. Okay. Wanting to move forward with cautiousness, possibly even help, or even lovers are there giving themselves good news, wanting to know they are helpful, and maybe even certainly telling a friend that they're going to get married, or even seeing themselves in great news. Avenues other news is coming in about gossip, and maybe even timing the situation to see that blessings can come. Not so long ago, people could have provoked you or maybe even blamed you, but at times they see that you are getting better at what it is that you do and how you speak or how you communicate or how you love yourself. Okay, so what's going on with Taurus in love? Taurus in love. Taurus in love. Taurus in love for Valentine. Okay. There could be a little bit of disagreements. It does say you've pushed yourself away. At times, you wouldn't want to hear that you've got bad news. You do know that you love yourself, so you wouldn't want to harm anyone. And you do know you've got gossip or friends that have carried you into your mindset. You will see you're blessed, and you will have marriage on the horizon. Or if you're married, you're already in a good one. It does say your mind tells you off. You want more from your partner, or even see that you have given yourself time to see he's getting you what you want, and you saw what you wanted, and you love yourself for this, and your marriage or your mindset about having things in regards to a relationship and how it's working for you. It's brilliant. It does work very well, and it's giving you a lot of great news and blessings. Good news are there for happiness, family, and great news are there for you overall. Okay, so good news here. Good news. What's going on for Gemini? Geminis. Gemini's love life. Gemini's love life for Valentine's. Okay. It doesn't seem like you have much going on really. For some of you guys, you could be a little bit like almost like you're waiting for some type of time going by. Okay. It does say time spent alone for some of you guys could be lonely, or you want more from your person or your partner, or you don't see a need to talk about it, you just get on with it. At times, you love your friends, your family members, and people. It doesn't say you hear anything bad. You just know that it is what it is and you get on with it. You won't want to know that you're gossiping too much about it. You may not even fight about it. At times, you're wrong about certain things, or you see things from a perspective that you don't want to see it in. You may not even see it at all. At times, you really realize that you're in love and you don't know how to show it. Sometimes you could be problematic, or problems could come to you with your love life. At times you are scrutinizing or attacking it, or seeing it from a point of view of vexation. You want to know that your best friend is your best friend. You don't want to know that you're harmed by your best friend. You don't want to see blame come to your best friend. And you don't want to see burdens come. It does say many times you could be going through something, or under the weather, or maybe even tired, or even brewing with jealousy, karma, or wanting to know you have time alone. You could be having good karma though. It does say some of you guys will be waiting for a day that you will be under your mind about good news. Maybe even your lover is getting married or you're getting married and you will be hearing about it. It does say you will hear about it as times will go by where you've heard that your person may have lost you and went off with someone else, or maybe even saw that you have moved on with someone else. It does say you don't want to hear that you've moved on, but you heard that someone else has moved on and left you. But you also knew that you left the person or moved on and had good news with someone else. So that could be energy for some of you. Okay, just for some. Right, let's see what's going on with. Oh, let's. Oh, wait a minute. It says, I know that I want to see you, Gemini, and I don't want to leave you. I don't want to hear that you're bad either at what it is that we have in the mindset of each other when you're not really in my mind at times. I know you're there. You could be ideally in love with someone and I don't know it. How do I know that you're not in love with someone else? So, yeah, someone could be hiding a third party, you know. Someone could be hiding someone else and someone's jealous about that or upset or trying to look into it or, wants clarity, doesn't trust the other person. So let's see what's going on um, for Cancerians. Oh, someone doesn't want to see someone again. It does say, I hear you when you talk about things and see me. I don't want to judge you, but I pick on you and I want to know, where are you? I want to try and harm you. Even if I can't harm you, I want to harm you. And I don't want to harm you. So I'm not going to love you in the way that you want to be loved, but I'm trying to tell you I'm in love with someone. I just don't know if it's you. And if I can't hear myself think, I can't hear myself think, but I can't harm you. And I don't want to harm you, but I'm not in love with you. It could be you or someone else, but I just don't know. Yeah, someone's going through a hard time, not sure who they love. Okay, so if you've got a person like that, and you could be judging them, if not, it does say they're judging you. It does say many times you want to see yourself in a blame, or not in a blame, but blessed in a way that you're not blessed. And at times you could be confusing the situation or not confusing it. You need to see it for who you are and not really from the ideas of others. At times you will see blessed energy, but you could be harming yourself by cursing yourself and not paying attention. It does say break the spells inside your mind about things that you've conquered or tried to control in a way that you gave yourself blessed energy to protect yourself and not saw that you had good karma. You could have harmed yourself by what you did with a family member or a friend, or maybe even told yourself you would have good news and never got it. You've got to give yourself blessed energy and can't see where it's coming from. You may give yourself blessed energy, but maybe a little at a time. Or some of you are going through good news and some of you are not. But it does say many of you are going through bad news with your lovers and can't see a blessed energy come forward. Oh dear. Okay. So let's see what's going on with Leo's Leo's romantic life. Leo's love life. Oh, I can hear Cancerian again. It does say, you want me. I want you in my mind and not in my reality. I don't want to know that you're always there. Stop bothering me, Cancerian. Stop bothering me. So Leos could be bothered by Cancerian energy, but let's see, because it does look like Leos want other. It does say, I want Leo to be there for me, but I can't hear myself pick on Leo. I want Leo so much and they don't want me. Can you see that I want Leo? So someone really wants Leo so much. Okay, so let's see what else is going on with Leo though, because it looks like Cancerian is pulling on their energy. What else is going on for Leos in regards to love, romance for Valentine's Day? Love, romance, commitments for Valentine's Day. I don't want to address the situation, but I may not return. I want to see you again, but I don't want to see you. And at times I wonder if I should come back and get you. I don't want to hear that you're in any bad news. I don't want to hear problems. I just want to see you in a good way. I do want to care for you and love you, so I don't want to hear that you're harmed. So it does speak to both sides. So there could be a female saying the first part of what it is that I just said. And it does say the man here, he doesn't know how to sponsor any more news. He knows that he's given himself time away in his mind to say, I love you. He doesn't want to hear that he's got bad news. So he's warning himself not to speak. It does say he can see himself for who you are and how you are and doesn't want to harm you. And it does say Leo men are very good to their females at this time. If they do give them something, it's going to be blessed energy or curses. And effing blinding is not going to be the answer. So effing and blinding is not going to be the answer. But it does say Legacies of Leo is going to want to F and blind or give bad news. At times, they may not want to give bad news, but they could give bad news or maybe even tell themselves off that they don't have good news. At times, they really see that they have blessed energies or have curses. It does say one or two of you are going under attack, or one or two of you could be dreaming of a good relationship, and a very negative vibe could be punishing you as it speaks. It does say it does see to be, or it does seem to be, a negative karma coming in for Leos at this time. Watch out for an arrest or a judgment or an eviction or a problem or a persecution or a negative vibe with Leos. It does say many times over people are picking on Leos or even cursing someone else. Ugh, that's a lot. Okay. So there's a need to be aware of something. Also, sorting out something in an address. It does say you can dress up and make love at the same time. Dress up, make love, go out, enjoy yourself, eat food, and ideally have fun. Ideally, eat good things and have fun. Don't want to hear that you're stressed, but I hate knowing that I'm jealous. So someone could be jealous, okay? Because I do hear someone in the background. I don't know if that's Cancerian energy or if that's someone else. Okay, because maybe someone wants to come in, because Cancer also represents the Chariot, where the Chariot means, wanting to move forward. So someone could want to move forward with you, Leo. Okay, even if it's not a Cancerian, there could be a Cancerian in your life, but if it's not, it's just that someone wants to come in and you could be, with someone else. Okay. It does say you have blamed no one and saw yourself with another person, but you didn't want to see them with another person. At the same time, you saw them with another person. So sometimes it could be that um, this person could be thinking about you while they're with someone else, and they see them with someone else at the same time. They don't want to go any further with bad news. So it does say that you could be going through something that's going to be way stronger, or even um yeah, like I feel like there's something else trying to brew in the background. So I'm going to move past it, because it could be in regards to mind games or even meddling or money or even trying to torment a personal problem to come out. It does say someone doesn't want to see you happy. So some of you are going through attack with mind games through a friend, family member, or problems with people. It does say people because police could be involved, but it doesn't say bad news could be there. Okay? So let's see what's going on with. Let's see what's going on with Virgos. Virgos. Okay. Virgos do not want to know that they're not going to give their partner something. It does say that you all have to give yourself a good reason to believe that your partner is there. It doesn't say bad news. It does say that you all have to know that your partner is going to be there with communication or even gifting yourself blessings, and you will see your blessings come in the next week or two. And ideally, you have to see yourself with good news, and friends or family members or people. Picking on people is never going to be something that you want to get involved with. But it does say one or two people could be picking on you, your marriage, your love life, and certainly not wanting to see your frenemies come out the woodworks. It does say your person may not like everything that you're up to or doing, but they know that you're probably going to get a gift or even marriage or maybe even love starting in the next week or two, or maybe even seeing that blessings can come forward as you've changed the course of your relationship, where it's maybe moved to the next phase or a next level. It does say it could do this, and it could also move up a level or down a level. And it does say you have blessed energy with friends, family members that may not want to see you happy, but they don't end up being happy either. Oh, so some people that may have turned against you and didn't want to see you happy, okay, um, their relationship could be, going downhill with their person because they were too busy picking on you and your relationship in some type of way. Or it could just be that it's not working out because it's just one of those things, but they were picking on you and your relationship. Doesn't say anything more than this, but you will see blessings come with your marriage and your mind, and you will see happiness come with your lover and your friends, and you won't see any bad news. And overall, you'll see great news come to your hair and your makeup and your eyes and your lips and your necessary weight. And very much so, a man here wants to see that you are looked after and loved. Mm. Okay. So maybe he's fantasizing about you, your hair, your makeup, your this, your that. Okay. And admires you, thinks you're very beautiful. Okay. So, oh, and your muscles as well for the men, and their hairstyles and their looks, and consciously wanting to know that they feel great about their sex life, their sex drive, and their mindset tonight when they give it to you. Ooh, hello. They give you something in the sheets, honey. Okay, so let's see what's going on with Libras. Libras. Libras are trying to say that they don't have to caution you, but they could have problems with their minds right now. They do believe that they love you, but they don't always, and they don't want to see it. They don't want to hear it. They don't want to understand it, but they do care for you. And they wonder, oh, excuse me. And they wonder why they don't borrow time more to see if you're obviously going to get good karma with your mind, your mum, your dad, your family members. At times, they want to know that you're going to get more time alone with these things and want to see how they can help you. Okay, so they may feel like they look into your life right now to see how they can help you in some type of way. So if you're not a Libra and you're looking at this message as another star sign, you know, and you're dealing with the Libra, they could be looking at you like, well, you know, I want things to be better between you and your family, you know. It does say that they don't want to see bad news for theirs, but they don't have to deal with theirs, and they don't want to, but at times they wonder what's going on with yours. Okay, it does say blessings can come to you, and it does say anytime now you'll see blessings come with your family and your lover. And it does say you've got time to think about your lover, because he doesn't want to always see you, but sometimes he does, and he wants to hear that you've got good news with your hair, your love, and even your waistline, and you know, all these great things. He wants to know that you look good, you feel good, you fancy him, and you hear him, and you justify good karma with him. He wants to know all those good things. Okay, so yeah, all right, let's see what else is going on. Scorpios, what's going on with the Scorpios? Scorpios love life. Scorpios, romantic life. Scorpios Valentine's Day. Scorpios. Ooh. Someone wants to marry you but can't get back with you. Dreaming of you being there for them and not wanting to say a word. At times doesn't know how to support you, and at times does know how to support you. So whether you're in the relationship with the person or you're not in the relationship with the person, they might not know how to support you. It does say you know how to provoke their buttons at times, and sometimes you really wish you could have best friend energy with them, but you can't. And it doesn't say that it's always going to be great, but you try and try and try, and they may not mimic you. At times they wonder why it's not working, but they really frustrate themselves to see you in a problem in your mind. Like they want to know that you've got bad news, and they hate themselves for it, but they can't see good karma come with you. Oh, that doesn't sound good. It sounds a bit of animosity is there with Scorpio's partners. Okay. It doesn't say the journey is over. However, it does say you bless yourself with great news overall, and you see that it's going to work out obsessively. You do work on your mind and your marriage and your mindset, and you wonder why it works out so well at times when you do great news, great things, great attributes, great karma, so much of it. Like you do know that you do a lot to help someone, and you really work hard to get what you want. And it does say you know that you can help your personal problems or deliver in a way where you cosmically gave yourself two minds of a good thing. And I do see you guys getting flowers as well, by the way. I do see some type of like you know, I see taking time with money a little bit as well. Okay, maybe there's a reason for that, for whatever reason. Not everyone is broke. Some people just know that they have to spread the cost, or maybe even just take their time because they're making higher purchases, you know. But I do see, you know, I see flowers, I see passion, I see clarity. I also see a sunflower here as well. I see understanding. Okay, I see plans as well. okay, and obsessively wanting to move forward with certain plans as well. Um, I do see there's a little bit of crying and sadness, but I don't see that it's going to be ongoing or forever. It does say you will come out of this in the next week or two after you've moved past the driving force of love. It does say the driving force of love is connected to Scorpio, and it does say blessings can come with your mindset, and people may pick on you, but you will move past it. You could possibly have good news in your mind about things or personal problems. It does say personal problems could be taking over a lot of the things that you're doing with your past person or your lover. Even now, it does say you have good news that you are hoping to move forward to, and very good news will come with your past person or your new person. You won't have bad news forever. That's beautiful. Okay. So you're going to move past those things. If you've been going through something, you're going to move past it, and that's the beauty in it, Scorpio. Okay. And it does say you have commitments to do. So you're not going to hear yourself in any bad way, but you'll see yourself one day with your person. Some of you guys could be going through court with your person or not. It does say some of you guys are dealing with whether or not you should see yourself there or you don't want to. And it does say you don't want to hear that you've got bad news with your person. So you're trying your hardest to work on it. And maybe even telling your family that it's going to work out. It doesn't say it's bad news, but you wonder why it's not working. It's going to work, and it has to work, but you have to work hard at it. Yeah. You guys are working hard at it. Okay, so let's see what's going on with Sag. What's going on with Sagittarius's love life? All Sagittariuses. What's going on with their love life, spirit, and their Valentines? Ooh, a bit of envy. I heard smile because I hate you. I don't know if that was a bit of sarcasm, but it's a smile because I hate you. Maybe someone's being a bit cheeky, to the other person. All right. Doesn't say that you got anything nice for your Valentine's, but it does say you warned yourself that you would get something nice if you move past the envy and the mind games that people play in relationships. That makes a lot of sense. Doesn't say you have brave energy to move past the bad news, but you'll see yourself in good news and you warn yourself not to speak. You are going to move on. That's right. Some of you guys could be moving on, or just moving on past the animosity, the grief in the relationship. Okay. The emotional feelings are not burdening you. It does say, I know that I left you and I wanted to leave you. So some of you guys could be pushing past a problem with a person that wanted to leave. It does say he knows why he wanted to leave, but he doesn't want to block or even communicate that. He just rather smile and let go in his mind about the negative stigma that he had there, and didn't want to pee you off, but he could be in his mind a lot about troubles with his head and things that he's got going on there. He may not have wanted you in your mind, but you could have had bad news with him, very bad news, so it would have been easy for you to move on. Yeah, it probably would have been easy for you to move on. Okay. Something to do with someone could be on some type of drugs. I'm hearing methadone for some people. A rehab, yeah, someone needed some rehab sessions. Okay, it does say someone needs some hair doings or something. There could be a bit of scrutiny as well, or even teasing the other person for what they look like or who they are, Doesn't say more than this, but other than that, it does say blessings can come. Other than you, it could have been you. I would have taken you out. So some of you guys, this person wanted to take you on a date. All right, this person wanted to take you on a date, but I'm also hearing for some of you guys, this person would have drove you crazy. Okay, it could be an ex-lover, or it could be a person that had potential to give you what you want. It does say many times over, if you've moved forward with them, you would have been brokenhearted, so it's good that you've moved on. And it does say an ex wants you back, but it does say he knows why he's not coming in. It also says he knows why he's not good enough for you, or he pays attention to you in a way that you have never spent in your mind before. He loves you, cares for you, takes you out, dresses up, goes out with you, and stays away from mind games. He may take you out and look good in your mind and make you feel good in your mind. And never mind why he wants to know that you feel good. He really, really, really loves you and wants to know that you're back in his mind. Even if you're not there, and if you are there and you're there with him now, you've got good karma with his brain today because he loves you. He loves you. He loves you. He loves you. Okay, so you take what resonates, Sag, because that sounds amazing. Right, what's going on with Capricorns? Oh, I'm hearing can't stand her. Don't believe everything he says. I'm hearing as well. It does say you do know that I love you, even if you don't love me. And it does say when you know that you're together, you're together. At times you don't understand why your person's so mind gamed or miserable. It does say you know your person's in love with someone else or they're in love with you, but they can't stand you. At the same time, they make up for good karma in their mind or sex, or maybe even dreaming of taking you out or going out together today will be good, or maybe even tidying up their mind about things that they have going on, and maybe helping themselves see themselves in the worst case scenario isn't always easy, but they try to warn you that they still have love for you and care about you very much. So they do love you very much, and it does say you love them too, Capricorn, but you don't want to hear that they're always going to give you things to really reap in the negative stigmas of your mind, and you don't want to hear that you have ideas to punish someone and tell them off, because you just don't want to hear that they have bad news. So you really help yourself, give yourself good news, and you do love yourself, but you warn yourself not to speak about bad news, and you trouble your mind sometimes about it. Whether you're blessed in the commitments that you've received or not, it does say you have work to do. So you will work on your real love or your love life or your commitments, and you will work on your government sees or your governance sees. It does say you have things to remind yourself that you have problems. So maybe some of you guys have problems outside of the relationship, more in the mind that you're dealing with, and can't really focus on the relationship as much. Okay. Maybe it could be the principles of your value system that are making your marriage work or not work. And it does say you don't know how to support yourself with everything that you're doing, so you have to try and give yourself good karma. So you wouldn't want to hear that you've got bad news, but you're probably going to give yourself better news if you move past bad news with your father figure or your mother figure, or maybe even a family member. And it does say a very, very close one at that. It could be a mother that's going through stress, or doesn't know if she's got stress, but she could have stress and may need you. And it does say she doesn't need you as much as you thought that she did, but she does know that she's going to need you one day if I see that she's not well. And it also says, I know that I'm not picking up the phone to call you, but I do know that I have problems in my mind that I'm helping myself with. And I don't know if I can help you with everything, but I don't want to push you away and tell you that I don't love you. I just know I'm under attack and people are scrutinizing and picking on me. I fell over the other day and I wanted to know that you heard me. I told you I need you to support that. Okay, there could be someone else. If it's not the same person, there could have been someone that harmed themselves, or they didn't harm themselves on purpose, but maybe they fell over or they had an accident of some sort. And it does say someone here doesn't want to see if they have good news in their mind about you, but a frenemy is there to pick on you, and a family member. Oh dear, Capricorn. It does say your friends are going to give you better news, so don't worry. You'll have better news when you love on yourself and your marriage. Okay, so let's see what's going on with let's see what is going on with I always go blank when it gets to Aquarius's reading. I don't know what that is. It's almost like they don't want to be read or something, or maybe they hide a lot, like in the spiritual realm, in the ethers. Like the energy is always kind of hiding behind something. So anyway, Aquarius, what's going on with Aquarius's love life? What's going on with Aquarius's Valentine's? What's going on with Aquarius romantic life? All Aquariuses around the world. What's going on, spirit, for Aquarius? Okay, I'm hearing laugh because you didn't do good to your son. You didn't do good to your mother. You didn't give good news to your family. You may have not given good news to a family member or a child, and it may say that you don't want to hear that you have good news coming. You have great attributes to karmically give yourself stubbornness or bad moods. It does say you haven't picked on yourself, have you? You may have picked on yourself, or you saw yourself in a bad way. And you really didn't see yourself in a bad way, but you saw yourself in a good way to push past something. You don't want to hear you've got bad news. So you wouldn't want to hear you've got brainwashed in your mind about something you did. And it does say you know that you picked on something so that you could push past it, or maybe even hear yourself, give yourself better news with your fine minded family. It does say you have a very good family, And they don't want to always know this, but they support you very well. And it does say push on energy is there to support someone being picked on. There could be very bad news for someone that's being picked on, or maybe even hair mentality is there to be picked on. Like, I know I'm picking on your mind or your head. It does say someone is picking on someone's brain, and it does say picking on their mind is very useful to the mind games that are being played right now by options of people picking on things that they could have or take. It does say a very bad news could come in the next week or two for a next door neighbor, a family member, or a person around you. And it does say you have witnessed this and warned yourself that you don't want to be a part of it. At times, you don't know if you even know that you want to be about in your mind about it. You really know that you don't want to be about it, but you always ask for it. And it does say many times over, people are picking on you to wonder if you have good times or bad times about it. You want to know that you have good karma? Love yourself and make sure you're there with someone. Make sure you're warning yourself you have good karma with your friends. It does say you need to concentrate on your friends, because time after time you tell yourself that you have good karma coming with your love life. And it does say you do at times, but you really don't want to pay attention to your lover. It does say your lover is looking at you like you don't even want to marry them, or you do want to marry them, but you can't pay attention to them. You have time and time again to sit down and think about what it is that you want. It does say shows, events, or even cautioning yourself that you want to see yourself in one, or maybe even be the certain star of the show, or maybe even hear yourself in the mind of others way too much, more than your stability or even your future. It does say your family is under the rock, or maybe even suffering at time because you want to see your cute family members, children and all, or people picked on. Sometimes you don't even love them the way you think that you do. And it does say many of them are always under attack. Why? It does say some of you are going through this with your family now, as people judge you and poke you and pick on you. It does say even if you don't see them, there's many of them that are judging, poking, picking, or even slyly giving you remarks. You may not want to hear it, but it does say it is there. And it does say, obviously, if Libra can see it, they don't want to know you in the mindset of that, but they want to change the outcome for you and see you in a blessed way. It does say you will see yourself in a blessed way and change the outcome in the next 2 weeks to a month if you can. And it does say you warn yourself you don't want to see yourself in problems ongoing. You will always see blessed news. And it also says you've got good karma coming in with your friends, your family members, and people that may love you, but you don't always get the support. You know that you could be negative at times to them. And it does say some of them don't want to hear it, but they want to hear that you have better news in yourself to fix the problem. They they're not wanting any fake news or fake friendships. They just want to know you've got good karma with your mind. And some of them may have lost a son, daughter, or maybe even a family member. And it does say some of them are going through divorce or even panicking. It does say, I know that I want to help you, but I can't. So there could be people, lots of people here that want to help but can't. And then there's certain people that are scrutinizing and judging you guys. And it does say you guys are trying to work towards these changes the best way that you can. But it does say you have to pay attention to things one by one to get through them, or maybe even self learn how to juggle better at these things. And it doesn't say anything more than Libra telling you off in some ways that you should help, even with the mindset of Scorpio, or even building a bridge with Capricorn. But it does say many of you are dealing with things with Gemini, and Gemini is helping you a lot more than anyone. Okay. There's also Sagittarius energy there as well. It does say some of you guys are brilliant mind gamers and don't want to know that you're not, so it could be causing problems, but you realize your love life is at stake and your romantic life is in jeopardy. So there looks like there is a lot of regrets, in regards to how you feel behind the scenes in your love life. You could be keeping a low profile or quiet about it, or having, absurd thoughts about what it is that you thought it was going to be and never really received, or even tuned into the good karma that it was going to give you. It does say you often want to see yourself in an aborted mindset, in a way that you didn't really come through in a good way, or you didn't see yourself in a good way. At times you wonder what happened to you as a child, or maybe even in the future what's going to happen. You may not feel like you've had good news, so you're laughing or making fun of the situation, but at times you really look at yourself like, am I really here for a good reason? So you could be self-questioning yourself a lot as well. Okay, secretly. It does say you do know that you was not going to give yourself any time to wonder if you was going to be aborted. It does say some of you guys realize that you should have been aborted, or you don't want to hear it, but you could have came through in a blessed way or in a good way. And it does say you wonder about these things a lot these days when you panic in your mind about whether or not you should have been an aborted child. Oh, that's so sad. And I hope not all of you are feeling that way. It does say some of you guys are really picked on, but you don't know if you should change your outcome or your mindset, or even if you have to change the mind that you're in. But you realize you've got to give yourself better news. And it does say you warn yourself a lot that you may not see it, but you get help very, very often, even when you don't want it. So you may pick on things more than you need to. And you try to help things in your mind at times to get yourself in problems. So it doesn't say that you have good news, but it does say you warn yourself not to suffer in silence, and help yourself one day with good attributes in your mind about who's got what and who has what. But it doesn't say when or how you will get it. You've just got to help yourself get better news. Um, and then I'm hearing someone say, forgot my birthday. Oh, yeah, happy birthday to you, Aquarius. Is I don't want to forget your birthday either. I forgot to say it on this platform, so I'm sorry. Happy birthday to you. Okay. And it does say that you will be blessed and you will be raised up on a pedestal as long as you see fit. And it does say you have to help everyone that's going through bad times give you good times in the next week or two, as struggles may be there. And princesses are going to help you in the next week or two with love, sex, marriage, and good karma. You've got to move past a strugglesome time, and it's not just bad news, it's a problem with the universe. At times, people could be going under or in a bad way. But it does say you have to help yourself move past the negativity or stigmas. You'll see blessed energy in the next 2 weeks to a month. Okay? So, let's see what's going on. Pisces. Pisces love life. Pisces relationships. Pisces romance. Pisces Valentine's. What's going on for Pisces? Pisces doesn't want to know that they're in trouble. People will pick on them or even harm them. It does say that you have to see yourself even in a bad mood. If you're adopted, what happens? If you're going to be adopted, what happens? People want to pick on people with adoption. It does say you've noticed yourself in a bad way. What if I have to go under adoption? Because someone here wants to see that they're not picked on enough with the negative energy. And it does say someone here wants to see that they're adopted or doesn't want to see they're adopted. But it does say someone here wants to know, are they picked on enough? So someone here wants to know if someone's picked on enough. And it does talk about adoption. So I don't know what's going on there. What's going on with the romance of things? Hello? I want to see that you are well dressed and well groomed. I want to hear that you're doing well. I don't want to hear that you're always giving bad news. I wouldn't want to give you time to look at yourself, but I could take your child away from you. You do know that I could harm you. And it does say many times over, if people are picking on you right now, Pisces, you could have a bad enemy around you saying that they're picking on you or picking on your child. It does say someone here wants to see you are adopted. A child around you is adopted or doesn't have bad news for the child being adopted. It does say the child needs to be adopted. If the child is adopted, then it wouldn't be a bad thing. It does say, you know that I'm going to adopt your child. One day I'm going to tell you that I'm adopting your child. So is someone saying that they want to adopt your child? Ooh. It does say someone here wouldn't want to hear that they've got bad news, so they're picking on you or trying to harm you in your mind. Or it does say you know why someone is picking on you or wants to know that they are telling you about a child's loss or someone that's taken away your children. It does say you don't have to speak, but someone could be harming you in your head about a child that's moving on. That's sad. Okay. Anything's going on with your love life though? Oh, this can't be happening to everybody. So what's going on? It does say romance is very much there right now for Pisces. If they want it, Pisces is not going to get it if they don't have good news. Their love life could be suffering or under the weather. It does say one or two of you have child issues or mental health of childish mind games to play each other, or even things that you want to gift each other or help each other is not always there. It could be there, but it might not always be there. And you may have problems with people picking on your childhood nursery times, or even nursery mindedness, or maybe even things that happened when you was a child. You could have been adopted. So some of you guys that have gone through this may not have good news, but some of you guys could be picked on by the mindset of someone else's. It says you have been adopted. So some of you are going through adoption. in your mind about the things that you have adopted. Okay, this is kind of going a bit. It does say someone here is picking on someone's energy a lot, and it does say anyone could pick on someone more than they wanted to, even if they didn't want it. Okay, let's see what else is going on. It does say you guys are being gifted a lot of money coming in, and a ring could be coming in for you guys. It does say warring with it, though. Warring with it, because I want to give you a ring, but I'm not going to give you bad news, am I? Because I wanted to know I could give you bad news. So some of you could be getting good news, and some of you could be getting bad news. Okay, and it does say someone here doesn't want to stop picking on you. So they won't stop picking on you, but it does say someone here is holding on to good vibes for you and making sure that they pay your rent, your bills, is also wanting to practice good karma and buying you a property or a mansion or a house, or even giving you great news in regards to dressing up and going out. It does say you wonder if blessings are going to come, and it does say blessings are always on its way to you as you wonder if you have good news. It does say you wish for good news, you practice good news, and you're wondering if you will get it. And it also says you're obviously looking very good, so you may be going out and looking for great leadership attributes to see that you've got something here. Okay. It also says you have blessed energy coming in with your mind, and things that are going on for people or even people around you, and blessed energy will come all over the place to certainly support you with great news overall. And it does say you will see yourself in good karma in your mind, but at times you may not see great news in the judgment room, the courtroom, or in eviction room. It does say you have to help yourself past something if someone here can't let go of something and bruises you or attacks you. Okay, so someone could be attacking behind the scenes, so it might be hard because you guys could be going through something as well. Okay, maybe don't have time to focus on love as much. For some of you that could be going through something. It says there's an idea to peek on you or pick on you, or ideally see that justice comes with your family. It does say you have broke attributes in your mind, so you may not want to speak about things, or you may have broken up with a situation or let it go. Okay, and it does say you may not have let it go, because I want to know that it's still there. And it does say only a bad person wants to keep moving forward with bad enemies to see that they are broke, harmed, and hurt, and doesn't know how to let go of it. This person may not see themselves, but they warn themselves to move on and can't see themselves doing so. The idea is too much in their mind to say that they have good news. It does say she knows why she's nursing him to have good mind games to play herself. If she ever contacts you, she's got bloody good news to give you, that you're warring with her about things that she wants to discuss in the mindset of hers to you when it comes to your family. It does say she bloody warns herself not to speak, but she's got trial and error contemplating whether or not she should say hello or speak to you, because she's got cause for concern with you, your family, and the mindset of hers is to harm you. She does know that she wants to continue to pick on you and really wants to know that she could harm you. She could have troubles. It does say many times over, if you're dealing with someone like a family member, or maybe even a lover that never saw themselves with you anymore, or maybe has children with you, it does say she could be picked on or sent to jail. She may not have good karma, but she does know she's got brilliant ideas to help you. She may not have good news, but she does know she wants to know she can certainly give you good karma in her mind once you've told her that you can help her. And it does say sometimes she may need you, but you may not always need her. And any time now, it does say a bad omen could come in and breach you in your mind about problems. So certainly study good karma and push aside any bad news. It does say you will witness drug overdose or murder with someone one day, but it does say this person doesn't always have to hear bad news or see it. So I do see someone's protecting someone's back as well. Like, there could be word for word energy going on as well. Like, or so as someone says something, then the other person is saying something to protect them. And it does say many times over, a military police force could come and harm you or a person around you. But it also says the mindset of yours is always going to play on what it is that I want to say or do, because I want to see that you're harmed. And it also says, Pisces, you've got many times over pick on energy by mental health or people that are borrowing your time and energy to probably give you bad news. Okay, I do see the strong energy of Capricorn. Okay. I'm also hearing something about taking a car as well, or using a car of someone's, maybe holding on to options of harming or giving someone jip or curses or angry or anger. Like someone's angry with someone here, but it also says there's troublemaking energy. So it could be that you're going under people that are trying to harm you, or maybe there's a girlfriend or a family relative trying to bother you, or maybe wants to borrow some time alone with you. And it does say even bothering you from afar, could be a child's mother, or maybe even a sister or a sibling, or even a grandparent or a parent. It does say many of you are going under trial and error with your family, and people are picking on people for no reason. Ideally, it does say you could be broke right now or needing to save. You need to work on your whining and moaning, and maybe even see that you have blessed energy coming in the next week or two. You will want to look at these things and see that you've got good news, and you will see yourself in a great way of understanding things. And it does say even if you don't, you will understand more and more as time goes by. Things could get better for you as you move past the stigmas, but right now you may have to deal with something strong. It does say you have to deal with something strong that's beyond your understanding and may even cause you to be evicted. But at times you may not want to know that you have problems with your housing, or maybe even with your clothes, or things that you've got going on. And it does say worries could be there with a person looking in at you or targeting you for control, or even problems, or even using something against you, or wanting to use something for you, or taking liberties with you. It does say someone here doesn't want to see you happy, but they will contemplate how they can help you, or punish you, or harm you, or maybe even gift you or give you nothing. Wow, there's a lot going on. Okay, so that was the individual star signs. It does say some of you are getting married, but you have to wait a little longer, and you will go out, but some of you have a lot going on behind the scenes than you even know or you want to know. At times you will use the time and attention to push forward and push past it, but you won't want to know everything that's going on, that's going wrong. And I don't blame you, but sometimes you might have to be aware. Sometimes it's not so serious, I guess, you know, so you can find a way to move past it. So I'll leave you now. Bye.